Hi, this is video 3. I was going to only do one video. I ended up with 2 videos, and this is the third video and the last video. And I was talking earlier in the first video, I had the television set on to NBC's Nightly News at 6:30, talking about the new White House communications director and the resignation of the White House press secretary, and a new White House press secretary taking his place. The second video I was talking about what was going on, that I knew about it earlier today, and it sounded like the first video I didn't know about it when I was talking about it. So now Tessie's here with me still on the couch. And now what I want to bring up is the fact that there's a lot of history going on right now in the United States, even though people are not really believing what's happening because it's really unreal. Fake news, alternative news, whatever you want to call it. But when you look at the movies and how the movies depict Washington, D.C., and if you go back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movies, I don't have the exact dates of them all, but the first one, I got this for my brother a while ago at Christmas, a DVD of All the President's Men, true story about Watergate. Um, and It's based on the book by Bob Woodward and Carl Bernstein, from the Washington Post. And in the second video, I said that they reported that about Watergate, but they didn't work. They didn't work for the New York Times. Worked for the Washington Post. So I wanted to bring that out in the third video here. Now I'm doing. And then there's Charlie Wilson's War. I seen that in the movie here at Berkshire Mall when it came out to theaters. And then I seen this when I moved back from the States to Michigan, or not the States, from Canada to Michigan, the Pelican Brief. And this is a fiction movie, but the Charlie Wilson's War is based on fact, and so is All the President's Men. And then going way back to Hoffa, it's based on fact, even though one of the characters played by DeVito, he was a fictional character in this movie of Hoffa, Jimmy Hoffa, and that's going back to the 70s during his disappearance in 1975 in Bloomfield Hill, Michigan. And at the time, I believe 75, that was after President Richard Nixon resigned in 1974. And then you go up to the present of the future, and that's Zero Dark 30. So there's a lot of history in these movies. There are 3 movies, too, that is not, they're fictional movies, but in Dr. Zhivago, that really happened, as far as not the people that was in the movie, but the main characters, but of what was going on back then in Soviet Union. And then you've got Against All Odds, you got Conspiracy Theory, and that was an excellent movie, but it was just a movie. And then you've got Against All Odds, and I was in Mexico in 1973, and this is the movie brought me back a lot of memories of the vacation there. I was there for a week in Merida, Mexico, and seeing the Chichen Itza pyramids there. And I was 19 years old of age and just graduated from high school at Redford Adult Education. I got a diploma, high school diploma, and in Detroit, Michigan. And that was right before the Supreme Court voted in favor of Roe versus Wade. So Against All Odds and Conspiracy Theory leads to Dr. Zhivago. So anyways, Zero Dark 30, based on the capture of Osama bin Laden. Hoffa, who we never found out what happened to him. All the President's Men, the resignation of President Nixon, that led to the resignation of President Nixon. Charlie Wilson's War, the Soviets fighting against the in the Middle East, Afghanistan, I believe it was Afghanistan, and then the U.S. coming in later with the first Gulf War in Kuwait and fighting Saddam Hussein in Iraq, and then we fighting in the next Gulf War in 2003 after 9/11, and we're still fighting. Now we have ISIL. And then we have the Pelican Brief, which is based on a non-true story, but it leads to cover-up of the White House. So that's it for movies. If you want to watch those movies, they're really good. But you gotta realize that they're just movies. But there's a lot of historical fact in some of them. So so Tessie is she's trying to go to sleep, I think, but she's just laying there like a. Aren't you? Yeah. You want to get up and say hi to the kids? Come on, say hi to the kids. Wow. Okay, there's Jessie, my great nieces and great nephews, to Avalon, Lachlan, Quinn, William, and Clara. Tessie says hello, and we love you, and hope to see you soon. Okay, bye.